So you can see that I've got a bunch of different toys on here. Buzz is actually bolted through the foot here, so it can be rotated a little bit. Barrel of Monkeys, actually it's bolted through the bottom, as well as the globe. I've got the lid to the bucket of soldiers. Got my army men attacking, Chucky here. Got Woody, who is just sitting loosely on his lap, so that when I put the costume on, I can sort of pick him up as if I were, you know, killing him. Didn't have much room for Mr. Potato Head, but I figured I'd put in one of his little hands here on this side, and one on the other side as if he has been sat on. I also added a little trophy here from one of the movies. You can see that Andy does have some trophies on his dresser. So this is Andy Davis, and I just made up Little League for 1998. Also included a little frame picture of Andy in the back. He's playing with his favorite toys. I also thought it'd be nice to have Jesse sitting on the top. I found this toy of Rex, which I've actually drilled into the bottom and bolt him on there so that you can actually pull his chain there.
Where's my tail?
I made my own version of the Etch-a-Sketch by basically coming up with a picture that explains obviously the concept of the costume. Printed out in Photoshop, and I've basically put it over the original Etch-a-Sketch and put a clear piece of plastic over the top, so it looks as though that image has been drawn on the Etch-a-Sketch. Kind of like in the movie with the Al's Toy Barn, when the Etch-a-Sketch basically draws out clues and stuff. The rest of the outside of the dresser, I've tried to include as many details of, you know, what would Andy's dresser look like. He's interested in space because of Buzz Lightyear, so I put some of the pictures, the actual pictures from the movie, I printed out. Found myself a nice pair of Chuck Taylor-like shoes for Chucky, and obviously cut up an old pair of kids' overalls. And I thought it'd be neat also to have a sock hanging out of the drawer. Over on the other side of the dresser, you can see I've added some more of the drawings. Okay, come around the back. You'll notice that basically there's a cutout area. Okay, you can see the stuffing. I just basically bought a child's pair of pajamas, stuffed it with some cotton padding that you can get. I bolted the overalls right to the dresser with a couple of carriage bolts. The back panel of the costume, I basically installed some steel on this back piece, so that locks in with the magnet so that I'm wearing it. I've got a couple of rare earth magnets in here. You can see them sort of bulging out. That actually really helps hold this back piece in place when I'm wearing it. On the inside of the costume, you can see where I've got some of the pieces bolted through for some of the toys and the picture frame. And on the front here, you can see I've used the blue styrofoam. Each of these are where the knobs come through for the dresser. Okay.